really told by you very dramatically where the open vowels and closed vowels are, and also paying attention to these makes it more comical, because previously
it is comical.
Yeah,
it is.
I know. Previously, I sang it as if I couldn't feel where the funniness in this area.
Exactly. It makes her. It's more than comical. It is grotesque. Because the definition of grotesque is a clash of tragedy that is so overacted that it becomes ridiculous, that it becomes comical, and that's what she's doing, because she's trying così fan tutte. I mean, in Italy, I think in the 80s, there was this soft porn movie director. It's not soft porn, it was erotic movies, but it was in fact soft porn. I mean, it was a genre that a lot of movie directors were inspired by around the world, including Tarantino. But his name was Tinto Brass. He made one of these movies was named Così fan tutte, because la fede delle femmine è come l'araba fenice, che ci sia ciascun lo dice, dove sia nessun lo sa. It's a verse of the opera. It means that the faithfulness of women is like the Arabian phoenix. Everyone says that it exists. No one has ever seen it. No one knows where it is. Okay, I think Don Alfonso says it. Sings it towards the end. That's why così fan tutte. They're all sluts. Even when they're pretending to be faithful, eventually they're all sluts. That was the thesis, okay, that Mozart&DaPonte wanted to prove in this opera. Although I think they were quite speaking about themselves, because the Costanza versus Barbara kind of smells like an extramarital affair of Mozart's to me. So, è una Barbara Speranza, non vi renda audaci ancora, l'esempio di Costanza versus the Barbara Speranza. But anyway, my point is, it is very comical because it is grotesque, because she's pretending to be like a rock in between the tempest, which is also a very common figure of speech in the Baroque lexicon, like Vivaldi, that speaks about a ship in between, the imagery of the sea, of the ship in between the winds, okay? I think it's even a referral to the aria of the Griselda by Vivaldi. I will not be shaken by two winds, I will be like a rock in the middle of the sea. Yeah, right. They were on the verge of getting married to the guys at the end of the opera. So it is definitely comical and grotesque. And now that you make me think about it, I think it's a referral to Vivaldi's Agitata da due venti, although the aria of paragone, the aria of comparison, where you compare yourself or something to something else through a metaphor, like yourself to a rock in this aria, was very typical of the Baroque style, and this aria is in the Baroque style, and the sea imagery of the captain of the sea in between the winds and the tempest and the waves was one of the most typical figures that they used. You don't know Agitata da due venti? You never heard it? By Cecilia Bartoli especially? Oh wow, it's crazy.
No, hang on. What was the name of the title of the work?
Agitata, the opera by Vivaldi is Griselda, but it's renowned because of this aria called Agitata da due venti, which means shaken by two winds, which could be speaking of a threesome. What?
Also, this afternoon, my singing student was telling me, I've ordered the score of Griselda and she wants to learn it.
It's really hard, and you're going to need, because this aria uses exactly the technique of the Griselda's aria. You never heard it?
I have this.
Da due venti freme non del mare turbato, e il nocchiero spaventato, già soppresso naufraga.
and so on. So it really uses this technique of abrupt changes. So I think this come scoglio, both for the imagery, for the sea imagery that it uses, and for the topic, is some sort of a quotation of Vivaldi's Griselda. And it's honestly a fight between huge pigs in history, Vivaldi, Mozart, and Tinto Brass.
Okay, okay.
I'm kidding. But anyway.
Anyway, okay. Do we still have time?
Yeah, we have time because we've lost a lot. You want to do the Lucia?
Scoglio
big, wide and big.
resta big contraivante.
He places it in a very strategic way. Open, close, and he gives you these wide, big vowels on those low notes with these very big jumps. And so he visually gives you, that is very in the Baroque style, he visually gives you the idea of the tempest, of the waves against the rock, okay? There's no wind, there's no tempest, there's no wave that can move me because I'm like a rock in the middle of a tempest. Like this is the evidence of it. Far open, a key close, the car open, and G close, affair open, to close il car open. Okay, the ways open, closed, beat, upbeat, beat, upbeat, beat. So it's perfectly clear what he wants and why he places the vowel in that way.
Okay. Do you want me to do this again?
If you want to, just because it's fun. You have to use the K of Costanza and make us like a small hiccup because there you change.
Questo esempio di Costanza.
But also the double D of D can help you.
Di Costanza.
Also, you know that Costanza, I'm not sure who Barbara was, because of course he's saying this example of faithfulness, una barbara speranza, and a wild hope of, making us fall, do not ever tempt your heart again. But also Costanza and Barbara are two female names. Costanza was Mozart's wife, of course, Constanze. Okay? So they may be referring to some situation where Costanza and this Barbara girl were involved and they pimped it up in the verses of the phrase like this. It's too suspicious that they put these two female names, Costanza and Barbara, in the same musical phrase. Okay? Although they are respectively a noun and an adjective of a noun, Costanza is faithfulness, consistency, and Barbara is wild, criminal, cruel, but they are also two female names, not by chance, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me try again. Okay.
Di, esempio dico, di,
Double D and almost a small hiccup and a small H between the two eyes.
Okay.
dico.
No, that's the problem. You say co, it's co.
Di Costanza.
Di Costanza.
Yeah.
Di Costanza.
Yeah.
Okay. Questo esempio di Costanza.